Hi and welcome to another exciting episode of Controversy TV. I must apologize to you for reruns of the past two shows, but we are back on track and we are ready and able. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about crime again. I must hang my head down in shame. I must hang my head down in sorrow for where we, the Bahamian people, has arrived. Murder, murder, murder. Too much murder. But today on the show, we won't be talking with a police officer or the commissioner of police or some politician. We're going to be talking to the common man, an ex-convict. Today his face is blurred out for security reasons. This man is going to tell it all, and he will not hold back. But before we get into this, we got to come up with a name. I mean, say hello to the Bahamian people before. We got to come up with a name, man.
Hey, what's up, what's up? What's up, Bahamas?
We can call him Porky. I didn't hear what I thought, but we can call him Porky. Today on the show, we got Porky. Now, Porky, before we get into the show, I want to give them some definitions. Murder is the unlawful or immoral killing of another human being with malice, afterthought, and generally this state of mind distinguishes murder from other forms of unlawful homicide, such as manslaughter. We're not here to just talk about murder. We also will be talking about crime, and crime covers a wide aspect. Porky, bluntly, why so much murder, man?
Well, drugs, job, just revenge, man, you know?
Drugs, jobs, and revenge. Mm-hmm. I have the 2010 crime statistics here, right? Let me see if I can find me. Okay. Last year, we had 94 murders recorded in the Bahamas. In 2009, we had 86. The police solved 89 out of the 94 murders, and 89 persons were charged before the court. Now, I had my statistics around here somewhere which shows that, I mean, people saying drugs, right? But it was a very small percentage last year of those homicides that were related to drugs, you know.
But when they say the police solved 89 murders last year, they actually solved it, you know. They only charged 89 persons. But check the system.
Porky, I'm reading it right here. 94 murders were recorded in the Bahamas in 2010 as compared to 86 in 2009. 66 of the murders recorded in 2010 were solved. 66 murders were solved.
But they ain't talking about, they said who went to the court of appeal and won the case, and then the Privy Council, they've had plenty of them got released. And some of them today at the same said who going back for the same murder, not different murder.
So I know we ain't here to talk about this, right? But Porky, what do you think about our police force? Are they doing the best that they could be doing?
Well, the police force, they equipped with materials what they needed, but I wouldn't say they're doing their best, because you look at it, the police, when say you charge an individual and he goes to court, on many occasions you go there, the person, the accuser, coming on the court, and the police never there. Every time you look for him, he's never there. He's never the court, and that person keep coming on, and eventually he gets bailed.
Now let me ask you another question. Many of these cases that they say they solved, Porky, are they always accurate?
No.
I know you from the streets.
No.
You from the streets. You're an ex-convict, you know, trying to do something positive with your life now, but you're from the streets. Mm-hmm. Are they always accurate?
No, never.
And how does the police obtain this information to their detection rate? How do they know? You know, so here today somebody murdered someone, tomorrow the police got them in custody.
They need to see events like that, right? Say it's a hearsay thing, you know. So that's why in court you got a hearsay don't stand. If the police knows this person, he's a murderer, and he come to jail today, But someone get killed tomorrow, they look for the same person who just got released yesterday. And they pick the same person up, charge him because they don't like the person. You know what I mean? All the time, the person never been, for the person sometimes be locked away and they still charge the person, and you know what I'm saying? But that don't normally be the case, man, you know? No.
Well, Porky, you said lack of jobs, drugs, and revengeful killing. And lately, so the rumors from the streets been coming to me that several of those murders were revengeful killings. I'm kind of I'm shaking because I think if I last checked, we now up to 71 or 72.
71, yeah.
I mean, three today. You're watching the show. This is Thursday, and just last night we would have had 3 killings in one night. That means we had 5 killings within the space of 3 days.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I ain't blaming the government. Utah Taylor Road will never blame the government or the police force for crime. I don't think the government can solve crime. I don't think the government should solve crime. I think we, the people, and I'm talking about we, the people, the group.
But you know something was scary, Mr. Roll?
Taylor Road.
Mr. Taylor Road, that Forks Hill prison. Watch what I said, Forks Hell, not Forks Hill prison. They're the first one to know what's going on the road, you know? The first ones to know why, because the cell phones or sometimes the officers, you know what I mean? See, we need to get rid of that cell phone in Forks Hill prison because
so we could sum up what you're saying in one word: corruption.
Corruption is the word.
Corruption at its highest.
Yes, sir. So, because you look at it, right? Majority of these killing what's going on, you have family members who's inside there right now, right? And they have to go to court next week or week after next. All they do is make one call, man, this person showed up to court last week. What we could do with this? You know what I mean? Man, he lived just such a place. See, that's a scary thing. So you want to play people that they don't like go to court. Witnesses don't like go to court no more because the day they go to court, the more they're dead. You know what I'm saying? And there's no justice around here. Like they saying they have protection. Ain't no protection. You know what I mean? People fear for their life now. You know what I'm saying?
But you said something to me though, what don't compute, it don't comprehend, Porky. You said one of the reasons why you think they have so much murder is because lack of jobs. Break that down a little bit for me. Why would I murder someone because I ain't got a job?
Well, sometimes you look at it, they don't really go to murder a person. They say they go to do a robbery today, right? And they go in the shop and they have a gun on them. See, a person with a gun is the scariest man, you know. They're the scariest man behind a gun without a trigger. And sometimes they get so frightened until they misimpress the trigger, but they intentionally went to kill the person. You know what I mean? See, and when you look at it, when a man have rent to pay, children to go to school.
Yeah, but Porky,
you go to do an armed robbery with a loaded gun, you go on there with the intention to kill, man. You trying to tell me they didn't go there with the intention to kill?
No.
Well, why they got bullets in the gun? Why bullet in the gun?
You need bullet in the gun because sometimes it plan don't never go the same way you put it to go. You could come out the shop and you made a patrol car and then what you could do? You have an empty gun, a man have a loading gun, what you could do? You need a weapon, you need something.
But you can't win against the police. I read all the time about these ignorant, stupid people who haven't shootouts with the police. You have one gun, yeah, you may have a machine, you may be spitting 25 or something. But them police, police got guns, they have legal guns.
See, you could never beat the law. Yeah, so
why you want to shoot up? When you come to the shop and you see the police, why just throw your gun down?
That never happened.
Throw your gun down and surrender.
Sometimes you check the person gun, no bullet in that gun. But and they say the person had shooter with the police. Never had shooter with the police once. You know what I mean? Just that's what they say. Check a police anytime you see a crime scene, a yellow tape is escorted off the area, right? No one knows what's going on inside the area. You know what I mean? They say the person have a gun. You don't really have to have a gun on them. You understand me? It's many ways to do it. I tell you, it's a tricky society. You understand me? That person could
but I don't think our police force is corrupt. I mean, I believe no, let me rephrase that. We had a lot of corruption going on the police force, but since our good officer, Mr. Greenslade, who was always visible, always on television, always on the scene, since he's come into place, he's been doing a good job of weeding out the corruption. But the thing is, Porky, I think it was a little bit too far gone. That's why we still can't control crime. I think crime has been manifested or being created by those in the leadership position. I hate to say it, but I believe I will have to blame men from the Royal Bahamas Police Force of contributing to crime, men from the Defense Force, men from all of the high positions in the Bahamas.
We have a different side of breed in this country now, you know, a different side of breed.